Welcome to the Voice of Talent, sponsored by The Candy Junction, presented by me, UCG World. So, today we've got a female. Yes, the first female. And you know what? We're gonna show you her debut single. So do you know what? Go and check it out. Yo, smashed it, smashed it, smashed it. Come on, you can't say no to that. You know, her debut single. You've got to give it to her. But you know what? Before I just keep yapping myself off, yeah, you know, let me just introduce her to you. This is the one and only SANAM K. How are you, sister?
I'm okay, thank you.
Yeah,
how are you?
I'm fine, man. Do you know what? Thank you for coming to this interview and everything. You know, you are the first female to come on, and we're so happy that you've actually come, you know, took your time out for us and everything. Right, so, you know, let's get down to this, your debut single. Now, you know, you've called it Sahiba. Why?
Firstly, the song was something that me and my sister used to listen to quite a lot. My sister's name's Sahiba, so
oh, yeah. Wow.
I used to listen to it and I used to sing it to her. Also because of her Instagram name.
Okay.
You know, the song just relates, and then until like I kind of found a deeper meaning to it.
Okay.
And when I actually heard the song, the lyrics and everything, I felt a connection to it in terms of how people used to view me in the past.
Okay.
You know, and how people have viewed me in the wrong way sometimes. So, yeah, that's the reason why I chose Sahiba.
Wow. Do you know what? I like it. I think it's something like totally different. As in your voice in the actual song is totally different to, you know, what you would expect. You know, and I think a lot of people must have said, you know what, wow, for a debut single, it's really nice, you know. So when you did obviously do this music that you said, you called it after you know, your sister's name and blah blah blah. Now, as being a female artist, how hard was it for you growing up and basically singing and all that, meaning as in you were you know, having a Muslim background?
Yeah, I mean, it was so hard. It was so difficult because, you know, my parents are not strict Muslim, but they do practice, and they are the type to be like, you know, it's not the best thing for you to do. You know, performing arts wasn't something that was allowed in particularly my family, so I'm the first person that's actually gone into that.
Wow. So
yeah.
You basically, there is no musical background in your family?
No, nothing at all. Obviously, my parents used to listen to music. At weddings it was played, but there was nothing. We weren't allowed to sing. I wasn't, you know, dancing was only left to weddings. Music was only left to weddings. There was nothing like that. We're not allowed. But obviously, as we grew up and as life went on, I kind of made my mum and dad understand. And alhamdulillah, they're very supportive.
So when did you first realize you did have some talent, you know, as a singer? I
think it was about a year ago. I'd sit there with my sister and she'd be singing, and I would just I'd just come out with some songs, you know, and I thought, when I started singing, my sister was like, you're doing so well, like, you've got such a good voice, why don't you take it forward? I didn't really think much of it until I actually went to Zaf's studio.
Okay.
Yeah, just before I went to Zaf's studio, I messaged him and I was like, listen, I've got a song there, I like it, you know, it's my vibe, what are you saying? So, you know, I sent him the video and everything, and he saw it, and I actually sang to him, you know, over the phone, and he was happy with it. You know, he was like, come in. And yeah, it went well from there.
So what kind of music did you listen to growing up?
A lot of Bollywood.
So it was Bollywood, yeah.
Metz and Trix was quite a, you know, they were quite a big influence on me anyway when I was little, because it was always their songs, you know. Gooby. Yeah, it was their song, so.
Okay, wow. Do you know what? Do you do a bit of rapping going up?
I do on a sly one, but
All right.
yeah, I do on a sly one.
Wow.
A little bit.
Okay. Obviously, I guess when you're saying that, you were singing, I used to go, look, you should take this further. Now, did you do any singing, as in just wedding performances or anything like that? Or like just say you got a bunch of friends and you're singing to them, see what they think of it? Nothing. Wow.
Actually, it was just going from not being allowed to sing, to slowly singing just in my room, here and there I'd be singing, but I never took it seriously until I sang to my sister. And then when I sang to her, she was kind of like, go forward with it, but I'd never been on the mic, I'd not been on, nothing at all.
It was all raw, I guess, isn't it? Vocals and everything. Wow. Do you know what? This is probably the first time I've actually heard someone just turn around and said, you know what, I've just sang to someone, basically to their family member, and they've just turned around and said, you know what, you're good, why don't you take it forward? 'Cause normally a lot of people normally sing here and there, everywhere, and loads of people say, you should do it. But you know what, you were brave. That's what I'm saying, you must have been very brave.
Literally, I took a risk. I was like, I don't know how it's going to come out. I'd never been on a mic, I'd never sang in front of anyone. It was literally my sister I sang in front of, but no one else, so for Zaf to be there and me be on the mic and I can hear my voice while I'm singing, it was very different. But I think it kind of, I wanted to do it more,
right.
So I really liked that experience.
Wow. Do you know what? You can tell us now, how was it, how did the process actually work for you? Meaning, obviously, like you said, you sang to Zaf, you told him blah blah, and he said come up. How did this all work out? Going into the music booth first time, and I don't know what else happens, but could you explain your experience, how it all went?
Yeah, obviously I approached Zaf, this was right at the start, and I was like, look, I've got a song. So as I said, I sang to him. I kind of told him about the song and everything, explained everything to him, and he was like, yeah, come in. So I went down to Zaf's studio, and I was just sitting there and I just started singing to him, and this was actually, the funniest thing is, I went to Zaf's studio straight after coming back from Manchester.
Okay.
So I literally went on like a little break. I was living in Birmingham at the time.
Okay.
So I went from Birmingham to Manchester, came back, and Zaf was like, right, come into the studio, and I was like, I've got my suitcases literally, I'm thinking, so I've gone to a studio, and it was just by chance, I went there, I knew the lyrics, but I hadn't practiced, nothing. So I was thinking, oh, okay, right, how am I going to do it? So he's put me into the
booth, yeah,
and I've gone in there, and he's like, just put the headphones on, this is how it works. He explained everything, and I've put the headphones on, and I can hear myself, and the first thing I thought was, oh my god, what is this? So he's put the song on in the back of the headphones, and I'm looking at my sister from the booth, and I'm thinking, I'm gonna mess up, I'm like, what am I doing? And I was like, I haven't practiced, and he was like, well, just do it, it's fine, just do it. So I can hear the song, and as I'm hearing the song, I'm taking like one or two tries. I've done, one or two tries, and I was like, no, I want it done again, just, repeat it. And I think on the fourth or fifth try, I got it, I nailed it, but it was just that I knew I could do better.
Okay.
So I left it with him. I went home. I think it was a couple of days later, he messaged me again, and he was like, oh, why didn't you come back in? I know you can do better. And I was like, I really can. I wasn't happy with that. So I went back in. And I did, I think, 3-4 more tries, and I got there. Got everything, because he wouldn't just. I know one thing about Zaf, he didn't just let it be.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
He kind of made sure everything was
perfect kind of, innit? Yeah.
I sat there, I did it, and after that, I was very, very nervous. I was thinking, oh my god, how is it going to come out? I've not got no outfit sorted or nothing, and he was like, oh, I'll let you know when we're going to do the video.
Music video. So this was your first music video?
Yeah.
Wow. I bet that must be well nerve-wracking.
Oh my god. Forget the music video. The biggest nerve-wracking thing was the fact that I had to wait, before actually hearing the end result. It was like a wait, and I thought, oh my god, And I'm saying to my sister, imagine it comes out shit. Like,
Yeah, I
what
can
am I gonna do?
imagine. Yeah, because I guess when it's your first time, you just want everything perfect.
Yeah.
And if it's not, I think with everyone, just generally anything that you do, you always be that kind of nervous and all sorts because you're thinking, I don't know how it's going to turn out. It might be bad, it might be this, it might be that. Oh my God. And you kind of do put yourself down, don't you? Because you think, nah, I just didn't feel it, blah, blah. But do you know what? It was your first time, and it's not that you had experience or anything in it. So, I think, do you know what? You had a lot of nerves and all, confidence to actually, just go and do it at least. A lot of people would be, shitting themselves basically and say, nah, mate, I can't do this yet.
No, I mean, there wasn't a lot of support that I had in relation to kind of getting out there and singing. My sister was one. I just remembered. There was another singer that kind of motivated me. At the time, like this was like way before I even thought of singing. I was like, there's no way I'm gonna do that. But he really pushed me, and he was proper like, you can sing, you need to do it.
So was this person who inspired you?
Yeah, majorly. Because his confidence, it was his confidence, and the fact that he actually was like, you know what, you've really got a nice voice. You should go forward and do it. And I'd be grateful for him. He knows that as well.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna mention our names, but
No,
he's a big support.
Oh, that's good, man. Because I think sometimes in life you do need that one person that pushes you. Because if you don't feel that confidence or anything, you always need that one person to seriously to push you. And what it is, no matter what, you fail or you pass whatever, at least and that person knows that you tried a lot.
Oh yeah.
And at least you know that if you did fail, you can just, look behind and you know that person's there to inspire you more. Yeah. So that's kind of good. These are the kind of people that you really want around you.
Yeah.
Just generally in life as well. But do you know what? I think it's kind of good that guy did it because it's your first time. If you failed or whatever, at least you can sit back and say, do you know what, at least I tried.
Yeah, I mean, we don't really talk as much anymore, but here and there, wherever we can talk, we do talk. But he's very, very inspiring, and every day, like, when I hear something, like, whenever he releases something new, and I listen to it, I get inspired, like, I'm like, okay, you know what, he smashed this one as well, so I need to, get in the studio. And I was putting it off for about 6 months, 7 months. It's been about 7 months now for Sahiba. But he really, like, I heard his new song, just a little clip of it, a little trailer, and I was like, right, in the studio, I need to go in there.
Yeah, that's good, man. That's what you want. Sometimes you need that motivation in it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's kind of good. So this song that we said, Sahiba, now, did you actually write this yourself?
No, it's actually a cover song.
A cover? Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
okay.
It's a woman called Simran who sang it, and it's a cover song. Yeah, I thought, obviously I'm starting off. It wouldn't be right for me to just jump into original because I don't, I haven't written anything, and I thought, why not? And I used to just jam to it, really.
No, that's good. That's good, because I've heard quite a few people where they do writing or they've never done writing before, and now slowly they want to do writing. I'm like, yo, look, you know what? Relax, man. I know because you're doing your first track and everything, you just want to jump in and do everything, but sometimes you don't want to put too much pressure on yourselves. Sometimes you need to relax. So I guess you don't write no songs. No. Have you ever tried?
I can't say I haven't tried, but there weren't songs. They were more like poems, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
So it was like something that I would turn into a song, but I've not actually done any proper songs or anything like that. I've not written anything down. I had ideas of what I would like to talk about in an original song, based on personal experiences. But
right. Now we already know there's so many female artists out there. Yeah. What's the difference between you and them? What's so special about you?
I mean, to be honest, I don't really compare myself to other female artists, because they've got their own talent, you know, they've got their own voice, they've got their own little shine about them, you know, and everyone that I've heard so far that I know of, they are really good, you know. They've got nice voices, you know, the flow's nice, everything's nice. So I can't really compare myself to them, and I can't say I'm more special, you know, in a certain way. But what I can say is I can bring like the uniqueness, you know. I don't just settle for just one thing. Now I've sang Sahiba. The way I've sang Sahiba, I'm probably not going to do another song like that again.
That was different. I've got to say, that was different.
Now it's going to be a different vibe. The next one that I bring out, you know, it's going to be totally different. It's going to be something that no female singer, you know, from the Pakistani community here at this moment has done. And I don't know, like, if anyone would have the courage to do actually.
Do it. Wow. You know what? I have to put some respect to what you just said about, you know, what's the difference? Because I was expecting you to say, right, you know what I mean, I'm totally different, I'm this, I'm that, blah, blah, but you've said it in a respectful way. So I've put a, you know what I mean, you know, said, you know, well done, man, because, you know, some people, they do get a bit too big-headed, you know, especially when they've pulled out their track, they've got a huge response over it, you know, and they're like, yo, do you know what, that's it now. I'm the person now, everybody wants me. But you know what, you've stayed humble on that, and I think that's very, very good.
You know, I mean? I've seen so many people change up, you know, switch up, but they're not realizing is you're not on that scale where, you know, you should be big-headed. Okay, fine, you've got a few tracks, you've made your name out there, you know, but you've only made your name within the UK, you know. Even if people outside do see you, you're not Adnan Sami, do you know what I mean? Like, you're not no big time singer. You know, you should always stay humble. No, you know what I mean? I've released a track. True. It's not got to my head.
Yeah, because obviously I guess you've got a long, you know, career now. You know, because just releasing one track and just basically going quiet for the next whatever is no good, is it? Because as a new artist, you know, everyone just wants to release tracks after tracks in it just to get out there more. I
mean, I've seen a lot of artists, you know, just constantly be, you know, releasing and with me, like, I get kind of jumbled up and I'm thinking, I'll just release like
I think that's the hardest, you know, because everyone can just pull out tracks. That's no problem. The thing is when to do it, when's the right time, what type of song to come out with as well.
You know, when you take your time with these kind of things, you know, practice is perfect, you know, practice makes perfect. So I practice a lot, you know, with whatever, like with Sahiba, I practiced before, like, I actually recorded it, I practiced a lot, you know, at home. I'd always be singing that, you know, high, low, I'd be going, you know, my sister would be guiding me, and, you know, you have to really practice. You really have to, you know, make sure everything's perfect. If you just release songs like this,
I mean, you've got to practice to make it perfect.
Yeah, you can't just release songs, you know, one after the other.
I've seen a lot of people do that. You just release tracks after tracks, and I'm thinking, man, what the hell?
I mean, I've taken 7 months, you know, and my next one still hasn't come out. I've still not even recorded it, you know, so I'm waiting to make sure everything's perfect.
I think that's the best thing to do. Always make sure that, you know, perfect. Because once it's out there and it's not fully perfect, you're going to get a lot of bad feedback, aren't you? And that's the last thing you want, you know. But, you know, this is one question I would love to ask you is, just call it now, male artists now. They mainly talk about drugs, girls, cars, that kind of stuff. How hard is it for girls to talk about certain topics?
I mean, as a girl, you know, I've been raised in a totally different way. My mindset's totally different, you know. I'm not a girly girl, you know. I'm not someone that's just... I
mean, talking about love, PR, that kind of stuff. I think that's what girls normally kind of talk about, don't they? I think.
Yeah, you know what it is? Like, even with Sahiba, it's like a song where she's talking about how people are blaming her for her, you know, lover dying and stuff. So I can talk about love, you know. Mainly, girls... What can they talk about? You know, love, heartbreak, you know, betrayal, or talking about the person that they want to be with, you know, can make it into a Bhangra song, you know. But really speaking, guys can talk about a whole load of things and get away with it. But I'm the one girl that I don't really care what society has to say, you know. I'll talk about anything.
Just trying to think, there is a girl that has sang a song about a car, like Lamborghini one. Yeah, that's that.
Bambi Baines. She's really good. She sang a song about well, her song's called Retro Rari. So
Yeah, I'm just trying to think. What else is?
she sang a song about Ferraris and how she doesn't need a man and stuff like that. So,
Yeah. Girls talking about drugs and all that kind of. Yeah.
I know one. There's a female rapper that I know that has spoken about being a boss bitch.
Hey. Wow.
It's a new coming norm though. There's going to be slowly like people coming up, women coming up, females. At the minute,
I mean, all this gang stuff, so that's what I really wanted to see. That'd be funny, that.
no, there's going to be quite a few women. I feel like they're going to come up and get into the music industry quite a bit, because that's what I'm kind of come through. And I wouldn't say it's only for me, this whole music thing. I want to kind of inspire other women. Like, it doesn't matter what anyone says, come in, do what you need to do. You don't need to worry about no one. As long as you're good, you know what you're doing.
Do you think a day is gonna come when females are gonna take over the music industry?
Oh yeah, definitely. I think men have had their shot now. I think you guys need to go now. You need to.
We need to go.
You need to move now. Let us come through, please.
You're like, move, get out the way.
Get out the way. No, I think what, men. To be honest, the men that I've heard that the singers, male singers and stuff, they've done really well for themselves. And I just feel like you've done so well for yourself, and you've released so many things, and you've made that name for yourself. Now, move, get out. Get out. Let us have our shot now.
Right. So, what do you think of the music scene at the moment?
I think it's going crazy. Like I've heard some stuff. And there's where one singer's taking, like a group of singers are taking a song out. There's another singer that I really support taking one song out, and then there's another one taking another song out. There's so many songs coming out, and all of them are good. And it's just like they're all competing with each other. Like all of them are in competition, because I don't know which one I like more. So I think all of the songs and all of the the singers or artists that are here now, they're doing a really good job of it. So I need to get back on it.
What do you think of these people doing cover songs, these Punjabi mashups and Bollywood mashups? What do you think of that?
I mean, it's a vibe. It's a right vibe. I vibe to them. I can't lie. I find them.
Is it because we already know the song, but just that someone else is singing it?
Yeah, because it's the way they put it together as well. You have to in a mashup. You have to kind of put it together really well. You can't just throw everything together. So, certain mashups that I've heard. I thought, what? Wow, it's a vibe. I know the lyrics, so I can sing to it, but it's not like I'm singing one straight song. I'm singing like a mixture of songs. It makes it more exciting, but to a limit though. To a limit. It's not. I wouldn't say just keep releasing mashups or just keep releasing, covers. You should switch it up, covers, maybe an original. Throw like 2 mashups out and another cover. Something different.
I think people at the moment, because they're doing this mashup just to get the name out more, aren't they? Would you ever do one?
It was one of the ideas I had. It was one of the ideas I had, but there's someone that's yet to come on the scene that I'm bringing onto the scene.
Wow.
So at the minute, she's another female artist.
She is there?
She's another female artist.
Wow. So I guess there's a collab coming, yeah?
There's a very big collab coming. Very, very.
I think I can't think of seeing 2 female clubs. Has there ever been one?
I can't remember. Not that I know. Not from here anyway.
Yo, whatever you're gonna do, this is gonna be sick.
It's gonna be a mashup. It's gonna be a nice mashup, but it's not gonna be something that people have expected at all. It's not gonna be any romantic type of songs. It's nothing like that. I'll give you a hint. It's gonna be Bhangra songs.
Right. So, what music are we expecting from you? Just call it as in the next 3 months, what music will we be hearing or seeing from you?
Well, firstly, I'd love to know from people, what music they'd want from me, because it's always nice. I've never got that feedback, what music would you like? Maybe because I never asked it, but, I personally would be giving out the type of vibes that, okay, there wouldn't be dancing, there'd be dancing vibes, but there wouldn't be dancing vibes that you'd want to do around family.
Okay.
There'd be very much like Sheila Ki Javani, like that kind of vibes, an item song, if you may say. I'm gonna be dancing, so that's one thing I can tell you guys. So
Yeah, I mean,
just
all eyes on the TV, yeah, when that video comes out, bro.
Yeah, just wait until I get a bit more slim. But until then, I'm gonna keep practicing.
Do you know what? That's gonna be sick if you're doing something like that, because that's gonna be like totally out, out of, well, tell you, no one's gonna even notice it.
Yeah, I think it goes back to really, the standards that our Muslim community put on us, Asian community in general, actually. But, they kind of, you're not supposed to be doing that, as a Muslim girl, young Muslim girl, working with male artists, dancing, wearing kind of different kind of clothing. They wouldn't really allow that, but I kind of push the boundaries, I don't really, it's about making a difference.
Right. What are your top 3 favorite songs?
My top 3.
Do you have any favorite songs or something that if someone had it on, you're vibing like me? If you got Babe or Far on, I'm vibing with it, because that's the only song that I know, like, as in the lyric wise.
I'll tell you, there's 3 songs. One of them is Haseeb's Wedding Mashup. Right, so that's one. I really, really like that.
Really nice. I like it.
Something different, I've never ever heard anyone do a wedding mashup before, so that's different. Another one is Ahmad Rubani, his new one that's coming out. I like all of his songs, but his new one, I've heard the trailer to it, and it's just such a vibe, such a deep song. Judaiyan is called. And the third one, and I've just recently, I can't decide between this one or, Bekadra by Muki and all them. Yeah, so, but this one, when I heard it yesterday, I was like, oh my God, okay, wow. It's by Arma, and it's by
That Kalnayak one.
Nayak. Yeah, I really like the way Maani sings it.
But Maani, brother, why do you have to use that same beat as my bro Dada Flow? Why, bro? Seriously? But it sounds good, so I'm not gonna, say anything about. But I know Maani, any song that he sings, it's like wow.
Yeah,
I mean, that guy, man, he's really nice as well, man. I've never really met him, but I have chatted to him a few times, and he sounds really down to earth and all that.
Yeah, he's nice.
Yeah.
I've spoken to him. I've never met him, but he's nice.
What would you like to say to your fans? If you just look into this camera and just say whatever you feel or whatever to your fans.
I think like I've received a lot of love and support. I love the love that I get. I love the support that I get. I thank each and every one of you, because without you guys, like, I was a very nervous person. I'm very nervous and I'm very shy, normally. And for me to come out with something in music, it was a very big deal. I'm not confident like that. I've learned to become confident over the couple of years, and especially after Sahiba. But you guys are giving me immense love, immense support. It's crazy. The views on my video, everything. It was just so crazy. It was so much to take in. But guys, if there's anything that you'd like me to come out with, any sort of certain type of music that you want, just DM me. My Instagram is SANAM Music. You can always follow me, DM me. I'll be happy to reply. I come on live on Instagram anyway sometimes, so just follow me, check it out. I'll keep you posted, keep you updated.
Yeah, that's fine. So, would you ever come out with an album?
I would love to. I'd love to make an album with a whole load of songs that kind of relate to each other. I was thinking of making like a retake, not a retake, but a second version of Sahiba.
Wow.
Yeah, in a different context this time.
Wow. Okay. Right. Could you just let everyone know where they can find you, all your social media outlets?
Yeah, so you can find me on Instagram, SANAM Music. If you just type that in, you'll see me come up. I've not really got Facebook or anything like that, but you can, I'm yet to make one. So I'll be posting on Instagram.
TikTok, YouTube?
TikTok I've got as well, so SANAM Music again, you know, on there. Even on YouTube it's the same. You can find my video on Zaf2SA, you know, his YouTube channel. But everything else can be posted on my channel, guys. I haven't posted anything at the minute, but you know, stay tuned, and there's going to be a lot coming out.
Shall we have some fun? Are you up for some fun?
What sort of fun? What sort of fun are you talking about?
Yo, you guys, yeah, you all got dirty minds, man.
Disgusting.
Right, so what's your dream holiday?
Maldives.
Maldives. Why? Why does everyone want to go Maldives or Dubai or something?
It's such a beautiful island, like I've seen it. It's just always been the type of place that I want to go, you know. But I'd love to go there with, you know, someone. I wouldn't just...
Is it because it's all quiet there or something? Just like
just
you're in another world.
Yeah, it's different. Like I've
Wow.
never seen a place like it.
Right. Your favourite colour?
Black.
Oh my god, that was mine. But do you know what? Seriously, inside me, I was thinking, please don't say black, please don't say black. But, wow. Right. Do you watch any dramas?
Pakistani dramas, yeah.
Seriously, which one are you watching at the moment?
At the moment, I've got like 10 that I'm watching. I've got this one called Fitur. I've got one called Hum Kahan Ke Sache The, I think. There's so many that I've watched, so many that I'm watching.
Can you dance?
Yep.
Yo, do you know what?
Yeah, I can. Belly dance, Bollywood dance, Bhangra
seriously?
dance, whatever dance.
Are you lot up for it? Yeah? Are you lot ready? Yeah?
You ain't gonna feel this one coming.
Oh, do you know what? Seriously? You're on it today, man. Right. You could be a fruit. What would you be and why?
If I could be a fruit,
Yeah.
a dragon fruit.
Right?
A dragon fruit.
Dragon fruit and why?
It's pretty.
What is a dragon fruit?
I don't know. It's like this little. I think it is that one. It's like this little pink fruit thing, and you cut it. It's got like, it's really pretty from inside.
Yeah.
It's like white
Wow.
seeds.
Yo, do you know what? I'll have to get one. Check it. Because I'm just thinking of dragon. I'm thinking there's gonna be, you know, I mean, scary things. But you know what? On that note, let's call it a day. Yeah. But you know what? If you want a bit more, yeah, exclusives, then just let me know. Yeah.
Let me know as well.
So do you know what? Thank you so much for coming. I've really enjoyed this interview. Yeah. And you know, especially coming out with someone that's a female and telling the female kind of type of things, yeah, it's something I've not really ever experienced. So thank you for coming. Thank you for taking your time out for coming. And you know what? We'll see you on the next episode.